My name's Luke Murphy and I'm playing Rosenforce. I'm Edmund Dippy Jones and I play the part of Laertes.
I'm Edward Andrews and I'm playing Hamlet.
I'm Elliot Hardy and I play Claudius.
I'm Eleanor Rousseau and I'm playing Ophelia and the Gravedigger.
My name is Stephen Good and I'm playing Polonius.
It's man and wife. Man and wife is one flesh, so my mother.
The Bedouin Shakespeare Company was formed by my friend Mark Brewer and myself. We went to school together in Abu Dhabi and we were talking about it for, well, on and off for quite a few years. When we were at school we wanted some high quality professional theatre to come to Abu Dhabi in the UAE, which we thought was lacking in the region. When I first decided that we were going to go ahead with it and take a Shakespeare play to the UAE, I asked Jimmy Walters to be our first director, who was just getting into directing again at the time.
Eddie and Mark, from being educated in Abu Dhabi, were at school with the brother of Sheikha Hissa, who is the princess of Abu Dhabi. And he agreed to be a patron of the company, he agreed to fund the project. We went to the palace. It was an amazing experience. It was life imitating art really, because obviously in Hamlet players go to the palace and stage a play, so it was kind of a play inside a play inside a play, and very, very surreal.
Well, for me I think it was Zayed University.
That was a fantastic learning experience, running workshops and just playing to a completely new audience.
And there was 900 men, and at one point Edmund Polonius brought Ophelia onto his lap and we realised that that was a huge taboo that we were breaking.
They weren't people who really go to theatre.
It was incredibly moving actually to see kids who may have never seen a Shakespeare show before react the way they did, and I really feel that when we introduced it to them, it was an incredible experience, to see people come up and say that they didn't used to like Shakespeare and now they like Shakespeare, and I think that's just that's what storytelling is. You play Hamlet in certainly England, pretty well anywhere in the Western world, I'd imagine. The audience knows it inside out. They're so jaded. It's very hard to make it new and interesting. Whereas playing it out there, people genuinely don't have the same awareness of the story. They don't have the same minute knowledge of it. So it was fun to play for an audience who really didn't know what was going to happen, and who, when there's a twist in the story, when an exciting thing happens, who really did respond, in a really big and dramatic way, When Hamlet had the dagger to Claudius's throat.
And just at the point where he's deciding whether he should do it or not, one of the kids shout out, "Kill him!"
They were a riot. They were very, very passionate about the play.
Whereas over here, you probably get more response if you win a game of Yahtzee than, when Hamlet kills the king at the end. I mean, out there was a real, I think, sense of excitement at it, an interest.
Performing at the Palace for me was quite special, because it was them that sort of put faith in our project and funded it to get to the UAE. So I really wanted to show them that the product that they'd paid for was up to standard.
In the Palace it was a lot more intimate, and it relied very much on those soliloquies of Hamlet talking to the audience, and you could really push that side of it. So depending on where we whether we were performing to 30 people or nearly 1,000 people, the play has so many different qualities that you can kind of take one and push it depending on the space that you're in.
Well, my performance is different from tour to now, mainly because we've got 2 new cast members coming on. We have Stephen Good and Luke Murphy.
Where the dead body is bestowed, my lord, we cannot get from him.
I got involved in this project after the tour of the UAE. They needed to recast some of the roles, and then he got in touch, having been in a couple of plays before. I happily obliged and came for an audition.
We are doing the setting of Hamlet completely periodless. We're not playing the era, we're playing the character.
So what we've tried to do is almost tailor each character's dress and apparel, and to some extent the props that they interact with, to kind of be suitable to their character as opposed to any particular period.
I feel if you do a show that's kind of set in the 1930s, people feel that they have to walk in a certain way, talk in a certain way, and everything becomes a little bit samey. And also when you make a show periodless, you also make it timeless, and Shakespeare is timeless. You know, the way that human beings behaved in 1500s is exactly the same as they behave now, you know, in terms of human nature and psychology and all that side of it as well. And it's incredibly timeless, you know, with the political side of it as well as the human side of it. You know, it's pretty similar. I think people will relate to it very strongly.
It's a stripped down, lean, mean Hamlet machine.
It's a very interesting company. They've taken a bold step by taking Hamlet to UAE. I think it'll be a very interesting production.
I think it's fast, I think it's fun, I think it's funny.
Panto season, we're doing a Shakespearean tragedy, so we've got to find the jokes.
People come and see the show because there's an amazing fight at the end. I mean, you know, that's where you go and see everything. Come on, there's a Hamlet and Laertes, swords and daggers out, ding ding ding. It's absolutely brilliant. It's very well choreographed by a proper fight director. It's incredible fun to do every time. It's great to watch. So, you know, come, fall asleep for the play, wake up for the fight, have a great time. That's the joke, don't fall asleep.
And the pressure's on, the stakes are high, and we've very much got to make the show professional, and that's what we've done. I feel very confident with the show that we've got.
Hopefully you'll go away saying, oh right, that's what Hamlet was about. I understood that, and I enjoyed it.
And I think you'll come out of it feeling interested in Shakespeare, which is kind of, that was our overall aim from the beginning, so that's what we're hoping to do.